say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you're trying to go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Down, 60 or. Pilot, 64, weak. Get it.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Hell yeah.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Davis now. And he's got his target. That's more. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
Here we go, here we go. Time to stop.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Davis. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Break.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Jones. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
And they try to sweep to Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the Buccaneers' 20-yard line.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ready, ready. 60 outlaw.
Throwing on 1st down. Davis. That's complete right around the 8. Now the ball comes loose. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Here we go. Set. 10 Lobo.
Now Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 6-yard line. Set, ready? 70, Indy. 6-6, bullet high. Get it.
They'll try again with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Packers 7, Buccaneers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
They're on 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Danny. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's go.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
58, right over there.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And that takes us from second to third down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Winston. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
At the 50-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Go!
Hey, check motion, man. Put your hands.
They'll run it with Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 35 on second down, Davis. And his throw is incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Davis now, operating from the gun. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready. Blue ready. I'm coming after you.
Now on 2nd and 13. Winston. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 3rd down, Winston. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, If you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first. And
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And now he'll tuck it and run. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, they have that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
31's the mic. Hey, here we go. 31.
Winston to throw it this time. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Hey, Orbit. Stay situation. Let's go. Rush in. Rush in. X3. 218. Chop.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Darren Lee there to get him down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Jim. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Chad.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down.
Hey, team 6.
Back to throw. Davis into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Ready. Blue 80. 58. Come on. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Screen, come and see. Check 6 guys. Let's go.
On 2nd down, Elliott takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Got a man, it's Brashad Perriman. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, Winston. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play, and facing a 2nd and long. Here's Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. That is caught. It's Perriman. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Jameis again. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Winston now. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 33. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. From the 40 now on second down. Winston. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. They'll run with Elliott. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Davis over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Watch the safety creep. General West. Ready.
Jones trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. This is Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. He's coming. Double up. 80 weapon. He's coming. Double up. Fight.
Here's Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. No running room for Zeke on first down, as he'll maybe get a yard out of that. Brought down by Nate Gary.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's put that team on the bus. Come on.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
We got 4. Here we go.
Now Winston. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Aaron Donald with a sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, You know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here's Davis on 3rd down. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a one-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. One-score game. This drive here can erase all of what happened previously.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Here's Winston. And it's incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Because you're right, they have had no room to breathe. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd down and 12. Winston. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Winston now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
From the 38, Winston trying to lay one up deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They are making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Throwing, Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play out of while you've got them locked on their heels. Winston
now finding Godwin, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1. at the 31-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, watch this, watch this.
10th carry now for Elliott. And an alley to run. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Elliott, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ezekiel Elliott, his first touchdown of the new season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
Well, we got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
Means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people. The power is way forward.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The 40, 30, 10, touchdown, Packers. That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. They had just lost the lead. That deficit sure didn't take long to erase. They return the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown.
Love the thunderbolt that just came out of that one that puts them in the end zone and back in the lead. Your only question, your defense just gave up a score that put you behind. Well, that score you just added on the board will energize them, or do they have to go back out there and they're a tired unit? We'll soon see.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go out?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dean Lowry, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Mike 28, Mike 28. Mike 28, come on, boy.
Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Winston. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Man left, man left.
The Bucs go for it. It's Winston. And no, it's incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Here we go.
50, plant. Hey, Haywood. 58, right over there. Yeah, yeah. 58, right there.
On first down, Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
That's it. That's it. Big hit.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that pushes the lead to 8 points. They've doubled them up. It's 16-8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Now, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That one complete to Elliott. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. And I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Aaron Donald, his second sack of the night.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural, but
I like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.